Welcome back, Wizards. This is part 2 of Unit 4 on HIV and AIDS, where we look at some recommendations for carers. Spend time with the person living with HIV and AIDS. Discuss the foods that they need to maintain and gain weight and manage their illness. Get to know what kind of foods they like and do not like. Involve them in planning their meals. Keep an eye on their weight, and if possible, weigh them regularly and keep a record. Look out for any unexpected weight loss and take action on them. Check the medicines that they are taking. Read the instructions to find out when they need to be taken, what foods to be avoided, and any side effects. Be encouraging and loving. If people want to have food of their choice at any time of the day, try to get it for them. They may suddenly stop liking a food, refuse what has been prepared, and want something different. They are not trying to be difficult. These sudden changes in taste are a result of their illness. Be firm about the importance of eating and encourage them to eat frequently, but do not force them to eat. Giving them too much food at one time may cause them to refuse. If they are too sick to leave their beds, make sure that they have something to drink and a snack nearby. Keep a watchful eye and look around to see if the house is clean, that there is no hygiene problems, and that there is enough food. If the sick person lives alone, invite them to join your family for a meal. Encourage others in the community to visit them and invite them out. Let's look at the story of Suzanne. I became HIV positive in 1992 while I was working in Africa. I'm a healthy professional, but like most of the 20 million positive women worldwide, I was infected by my long-term regular partner. The challenge of every positive person is to take back control of their lives in living positively with the virus. I'd always believed that good health was never maintained only by taking medication. More than ever, HIV reinforced for me that health is not just physical health, but also mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. An important part of the healing process for me is to be active in HIV/AIDS education, support, and advocacy. I volunteer in a number of HIV and AIDS organizations, and in particular, Positive Women Victoria, because the impact of HIV/AIDS on women is very different than from men. I think it's been the hardest for my family. I must be cautious about how my participation impacts on them, but slowly and surely, they have accepted the value of my contribution as an HIV positive woman and health professional. It's really important to break down the stereotypes about HIV. As a positive person, I want to make sure that HIV never happens to anyone else. Who are we that we cannot prevent HIV by punishment, by stigma and discrimination? It's only through building a safe, supportive and caring environment that positive people like me can be visible in our community to educate and advocate to take better care of ourselves and our families. It probably sounds an odd thing to say, but HIV has enriched my life in unexpected ways. It really value of life and the time that is left for me. I have not yet progressed to AIDS, but meanwhile, the acronym has an alternative meaning for me, acquired inner development syndrome. However, there are still so many millions of people in the world who will never be as fortunate as me. We're someone's daughter, partner, mother, granddaughter, sister, aunt, and when we get HIV, it impacts on our families too. Here are some questions. What is Susanna's attitude to her illness? Would you say that she's optimistic or pessimistic about her future? Does she have AIDS? And is her illness treatable?